It's Monday. So hopefully everyone had a great weekend. It's a new month and this will be an exciting one. So there's been a lot of movement in the pharmaceutical stocks the past few weeks with this coronavirus. And this is huge opportunities for you day traders out there. And um, CHPI, China Pharmaceutical, is a big player today. Pre-market, it was up to about 160%. And there were other small cap stocks that also had a lot of pre-market movement. And I fortunately swung two of my trades from last Friday and made very sizable profits this morning right as the market opened. So hopefully everyone can make some money this week, and please enjoy the my analysis and give me your feedback.
So I'm looking here at CPHI. This was actually one of my big players this morning. I fortunately was able to hop in right after the market opened, and I caught on this first candle here. It was right before they halted the stock, and then ended up holding it until just about, it was maybe around here, 1.35. So it was a pretty sizable gap there. I mean, I would say at least 30%. It was a nice solid trade. So as we can see here, it's had that was a major movement after the pre-market. Pre-market was the highest move that it had. It got to 1.45, and then as we can see, it had this micro surge also within pre-market. When it opened, though, this was the first major move, and then it went down and then back up to 1.27, and then this is live here, so now it's trading about 1.414. It hasn't had a lot of as much surge as I would expect. This is China Pharma, and maybe it will continue. It's hard to say. It's still early. This one could pick up. I mean, if we look down here, the volume isn't terribly high, so the major volume was right around as it was opening. So it'll be difficult to say whether or not this is picks up or not. These Chinese stocks are real difficult to predict, and it's always advisable to take your profit when you find it and to be very cautious. Now, one of the other stocks that I was trading today was also is AHPI, which took a massive downturn. And as we can see here, when it opened, it was around 23. It dropped all the way down here. So this one could be a big reversal, this type of stock. Now, this stock was up like massively last week. If we look over at right here at the week chart, it got all the way up to 45, the high. This was on February 24th. It's now at 14.81. So this is a major healthcare company. They do medical supplies, HPI. If we look, we can see the volume is, at this point, it's where is this at? Okay, so the volume's relatively high. There's evidently been a lot of shorts of the stock, and this could reverse big time today. It's hard to say. I mean, this stock was down from pre-market. It was like minus 40%, so a pretty massive hit. And there's been some other like micro cap stocks that have kind of been good players. There was TNXP, which is Tonix Pharma. They're at 1.35. They were trading very high this morning. It was actually about the same, close to the same level. And so this one took a downturn, and then slowly it's going back up. So this could be up pretty nicely by the end of today. It's interesting. We'll see where this ends. And um, as stated before, um, it's a real um, day trading is a real um, system based exercise, because there's one trade in particular I made this morning, and I ended up going negative. I was up 90, and then I actually went negative, and it just these are reminders for me that I have to be very careful and better at discerning when it's best just to walk with the profit. I was already up about 15%, and these are these are just critical fundamentals. So this is the first day of the week, so we'll see how the week goes. But it's going to be an interesting week with the coronavirus and all these micro cap stocks in the pharma sector that are really doing a lot of research and efforts within this virus. So this is a definitely a week of opportunities like last week.